Good evening, everyone. This is Thursday Night Live. If it's Thursday night, if it's 7:30, it is Thursday Night Live. Indeed, it is again a pleasure to be in your home. It's an honor, a privilege, and we thank you for having us in your home as usual. Broken but not wasted ministries that is bringing to you nous porter ba ou information dans communauté a nous remet faire ça parce que nous croyons que l'important pour nous capables en santé, pour nous capables prospérer à tous égards, comme prospère l'état de notre âme. Donc, nous prospérer spirituellement, mais nous aussi prospérer socialement parce que nous sous terre toujours. C'est ça que nous choisissons pour nous porter aspect ça dans le ministère pour même croire que ça bénéficie pendant que vous montez, nous apprenons pour partager live là. J'en toujours fait. Et jeudi dernier, nous avons eu un moment extraordinaire avec Stacy Xavier Saintville, qui produit un shampoo avec un rince. We had a wonderful time with her, and we wish her and we pray that she has success all the way as she launched her business this week. So tonight I have another guest, and this is very interesting. Invité ça, il est très intéressant parce qu'il pourra parler nous d'un sujet qui est très intéressant. C'est propriétaire en maison funèbre dans la communauté. Hein. Donc, we did speak somewhat last year about this topic, but from a different angle when we talked about advanced care directives, advanced care planning, and when we brought the guests to you, Franz Theodore and John Defferin, who spoke about insurance, how important it is to have life insurance, parce que dans la vie, il faut nous être préparés avant qu'on va arriver. So along the same line, we have this guest tonight who's going to be talking about the business, of course, funeral home, and how important it is for us to be prepared ahead of time. So, before I bring him, I would like to introduce him to you in a formal biography. His name is David Eugene. David Eugene has attended dental hygiene school at Miami-Dade College from 1997 to 2000. From 2001 to 2004, he was at FIU and he pursued a degree in health and science. From 2004 to 2008, he went to dental school at Meharry Medical College in Nashville, Tennessee. So he is currently a dentist in our community. And then, interestingly enough, he went back to school after dentistry, as he's practicing dentistry in the community, he went back to school at Miami-Dade, the North Campus, for funeral services. He now owns a dental office, his own practice, and he also owns a funeral home. So help me please welcome Dr. David Eugene, who is going to tell us a little bit more. He's all smile. You can tell he's a dentist, right? Look at that smile. Got it, Dio. Really bright, with a bright smile. Matter of fact, I'm good, thank you. So go ahead, Dr. David, and tell us a little bit more about yourself, other than what I presented to the audience. Tell us a little bit more about yourself. Before I have him speak about himself, please, I'm going to encourage you to share the live.
Thank you, Pastor Sam. Okay, you guys can see me now? Let me see, I'm sorry. Okay, better? All right, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for allowing me to talk to you this evening. Before, I want to take the time to thank Pastor Sarah for this wonderful opportunity that she gives me this afternoon. So I'm capable de parler avec nous, so I can talk to you. Again, I'm Dr. Eugene David. Like Pastor Sarah said, I went to school, Miami-Dade, and then as a dental hygienist. And after that, I decided to go back to school. I went to FIU, and then I went to dental school 2004, 2008. I practiced for a while, and I decided to go to the funeral service 2013. And then I have that, people ask me that question all the time, why I chose to go to funeral services. And my answer.
Well, before we get to that, Dr. David, before we even get to that, okay, we will get to that. Tell us, how has the journey been? Because I see from the bio that you provided us with, this journey started back in 1997. I mean,
Yes.
ça son bon petit temps, ça son bon petit temps. Comment parcours l'anteye? Parce que it seems like you are a fly on the wall in school. You just stay on the wall. You just stay there, right? So comment parcours l'anteye pour te capable sortir de hygiène dentale et puis pour venir monter jusqu'à ce qu'on arrive a dentist, a doctor. Comment parcours ça t'est?
Well, I got exposed to this wonderful profession, being a dentist. I met this wonderful person, Dr. Roger Fernand. And when I got the exposure, 1999, and I saw what he used to do. So after I became a dental hygienist, and I said, you know what? I want to be just like this man. So he helped me, and I went back to school because I feel like, I can bring more to the community. I feel like I can bring more to myself. So I went back to school. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So parcours ça, voyage ça, the journey really started because you're exposed. You had an exposure to the profession. Yes. And also that person you were exposed to in that profession, ça son monde qui te font un impact positif sur. C'est ça qu'il faut commencer.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. Yes. I cannot. I mean, Dr. Fernand. If I'm that person today, after God, I can say Dr. Fernand is my mentor. He's a wonderful guy, wonderful mentor that I met. I met this man in 1999. And then I follow his footsteps, what he did, and exactly, if I become successful today, it's because of that wonderful person.
Wonderful. So, il est toujours bon parce que l'arrivée en vraiment vrai, c'est pas au crivé pour compte ou t'es toujours bien moun que mon Dieu te mette sur route pour t'es capable de sous épaules pour t'es arriver. Very good that you do remember that. Faut nous toujours reconnaissant, faut nous toujours songer qui côté nous sortir, qui moun qui t'est aidé nous arriver côté nous hier. Donc, Dr. David, est-ce que tu es capable de dire, puisque influence ça, impact ça, exposition ça que tu as gagné avec Dr. Fernand, là, c'était positif. Donc, on y a non côté qui positif, non route qui positive, et où tu embrassé profession ça pour même d'après exposition que tu as gagné avec Dr. Fernand. Mais if we flip it, si nous tournons le revers de la médaille, si nous sommes capables de dire, si monsieur est un dentiste qui pat un bon dentiste et puis exposition pat positif, est-ce qu'on est capable d'embrasser? I guess ça me veut dire, est-ce que impact positif là, est-ce que le pas important parce que s'il était, let's say he was a sloppy dentist, he was not caring about his patients, and you notice different things, est-ce que ça peut turn you off? So how important for us as professionals to reflect a positive image, to display a positive image about our profession, if you can.
Well, if you allow me, I can talk to Dr. Fernand for a few minutes so you can see exactly what this man is. Dr. Fernand is not only a great dentist. Dr. Fernand is like a dad to me. Dr. Fernand is just like he's a good business person, and I follow everything that what he does, and really the principles, ça le fait de chaque jour, and c'est ça qui fait que me fait succès. When I met Dr. Fernand, it seemed like I became a dentist without a license. I watched this man, and sometimes he sat down with me and then he explained to me about the business principle, how to invest your money, what to do, what not to do. So, and I thank God that I met this person, that wonderful person that makes me what I am today, Dr. Fernand.
Oh, absolutely. Now, we talked first about the dentistry part. How long have you been a dentist? How long have you been practicing on your own in the community?
I've been a dentist since 2008. So I opened my practice January 2009. So I've been a dentist since then. So how long is that? Since 2009.
OK, so ça fait peut-être 12 ans, 12 ou 13 ans depuis avoir pratiqué.
Yes, about.
OK, yes. And I know it's all about smile, brightening your smile. All right.
Yes.
So how hard was it to put a percé dans métier? Parce que assurément you were not grandfathered in the profession. In other words, ou pas de gen papa ou pas de gen grand-père ou pas de gen mon oncle qui était dans la profession déjà. So, comment est-ce que c'était très dur pour te percer? Take us there.
Well, I can say yes. I can say no. Yes. Well, I didn't really see it. No, because like I said, the principles that I learned from Dr. Fernand, I used those principles and then they work. I work hard and I make myself available. I go to work on time. Sometimes I leave late. Sometimes I go and if I have an emergency, I go at night. But I didn't see it that way. I feel like what I have to work, I work. But the main thing, the principles that I learned from Dr. Fernand, I use them and then they work. So therefore, they make me the person that I am today. So I didn't see it, but I just use the principles.
So it's a matter of applying what was given to you, what he had given you as information. You just apply that. And you did mention, ou mentionné que tu as good business
Yes.
acumen. So
Yes.
he had great business acumen, and you learned that from him. So c'est pas juste on bral ouvron on office dentaire et puis qu'on ou pas qu'une idée de business management. So tu apprends de Dr. Fernand too in terms of business acumen, how to run a business, how to make it successful, how to treat the staff, how to treat the employees and the customers. So that is also important. Okay, so
definitely.
Yes, thank you for your services as a dentist. We've been at your office and it's very clean. Supako al nan dentiste Dr. David Eugène, li Fort Lauderdale. S'il te plaît, ou gen doit dimne adresse am gen additionnel sous screen nan pou ou. What is the address in Fort Lauderdale?
It's 2447 North State Road 7, which is for 41 Lauderdale. 33313. I can give you the phone number also. 954 733 9971. 954 733 9971. That's my.
Okay, I'm gonna add it to the screen for you. Parce que sou bezon bon dentiste na Fort Lauderdale area, même sou na North Miami area, you can drive to him. Li na 2447, c'est ça? 2447 North State Road 7, Lauderhill. Say
Yes.
bagay, we've been there. Many of us have been there. Bagay propre, I mean, bon
Yeah.
service, bon accueil, totally hygienic. So
Yes.
yes, so si nou bezon bon dentiste, nan Fort Lauderdale, sou rete North Miami, ou rete Miramar, Hollywood, ou rete Margate, ou rete Tamarack, he is the dentist to check out. And he
Thank
has
you.
very competitive prices. He's got
Yes.
great prices. So please do consider Dr. Eugene David. Numéro c'est 954. I'm going to add it on the screen. It's 954 733 9971. I'm
Yes.
adding it. So, si nou bezwen, na rele office lan et puis ap ba nou bon service. Maintenant, Dr. Eugene, let us do what we were supposed to do today. It's about funerals. It's about death. It's about getting ready. It's about being prepared. An nou janbe kounye, koman fe ou son dentiste ou pratike dentistry, et puis kounya même, all of the sudden, you ou engagé ou non l'autre profession qui c'est profession service funèbre. Comment ça t'est fait? I mean, how did that happen? Why?
Well, first, I got that question all the time. Coming from dentistry to the funeral service, where this thing coming from? Well, dental school, my first year of dental school, I, I I got the exposure. The first year of dental school, you do dissecting, you don't do embalming, but you dissect, you cut the dead body. So that's where I get the exposure. 2004, my first year of dental school, and I said to myself, I can bring a little more because it's about service. I can bring a little more to the community. So that's how I get the exposure when I went to dental school 2004. Uh, but I always wanted to be when I went to Miami Dade before I went to dental school. I always wanted to be a funeral director.
You mean to tell me pendant te nan ekol dentiste lan, ou te kon ap diseke kor tou, right? Et puis ça
Yes.
c'est à partir de là intérêt en vini?
Yes, intervenir, c'est la première année, first semester, première année, premier semester dental school. They give you your own cadaver, and then you have to dissect head to toe. You have to learn all the anatomy or all the organs. You have to cut them. You have to cut the head. You have to open the heart, and then for you to study all the different parts. And then because it it's every month they have to give you an exam for you to know the parts and then what they do. So that's how I learned at the dead body, and that's what I say. You know what? I'm gonna go to services because I get the exposure 2004 when I went to dental school. That's it.
Okay, got you. So, est-ce que gon un événement particulier qui te trigger that interest? M'kon on dit exposition à cadavre lan, alors lo al nan école de dentistry hein, yo bon cadavre pour disséquer donc ou te vin exposé à to dead bodies, okay? Mais est-ce que gon événement particulier, is there a specific event that triggered it? Est-ce que son bagay spécifique qui te dit, you know what, I'm gonna have my funeral home services. I'm gonna have my own funeral home. Was there
Well,
such a thing?
I just want to just bring a little more to the community. I feel like I can bring more services, I guess, to my to the community. Try to help people. It's about helping people. So, like dentistry, I help people say they might be the moon. I'm something que home services. I can bring little more to the community to help people.
Hmm. And I also can vouch that you do have great customer service at your
Thank you.
dental office. And
Yes, thank
that
you.
really caught my attention when I go do some work, some dental work, to keep that beautiful smile flashing.
Thank you.
So when I
Thank
go
you.
do some dental work to keep that smile, to keep that bright smile, it always amazes me how many times, combien fois Dr. David dit, thank you very much, thank you
Yes.
for coming. I'm like, okay, you said it already, ou dit ça déjà. But as the owner of that dental office, he really does have great customer service. And moi imaginer et moi assumer d'après expérience que me fait avec Dr. David dans office dentaire là, que la pral pratike même bagay sa, que li pratike même bagay sa dans business maison funèbre li. Is that right, Dr. David?
Definitely. I tell my staff, as a matter of fact, I was talking to my manager last week, and those two words, uh, nobody for you, they come on deux mots, ça yo, very powerful. Customers or client, they will come back. You know, it's amazing. Les gens sentent ou sincère. It's not about the money, it's about service, because you know what, they will come back. They will refer people to you, word of mouth. And deux mots ça are very powerful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ou capable moun un million, thank you, those two words, plus qu'un million. They priceless. Waka payer pour deux mots ça. So since 2009, et c'est mots ça qui fait que ça mieux aujourd'hui. Thank you, patient come back. They with a client. Right now, I'm at the stage where that, you know what, Timon Petit, qui était Timon, même quand il a moyen, il a fait Timon, il a fait Petit. It's amazing. He become like a family. They become a family to me. So they come back, every 6 months, they come back. You know, they love me and I love them too.
That is absolutely wonderful, Dr. David. Yes, customer service is a must. So, parlez-nous kounye yan de maison funèbre ou an, ki kote li located.
The at the course, it's I'm calling the ouvert en 2000, 2000, 2000, pas fini exactement, but at the course c'est dans 168 11 North Miami Beach, right there going south before you get to the Wawa gas station. This is where we're located. Again, we there, c'est pour communauté to help families that need help. That's what we're there for. Just, you know, you need your, if you need help, c'est ça. Just cry for help. So nous là pour ça et puis nous capable aider dans un moment difficile.
Mhm. OK. So, parlez-nous de importance. Est-ce que l'important pour famille préparer pour la mort? Yes, n'a répété encore préparer pour la mort avant même que la mort frappe n'importe où. Est-ce que ça est important? Et qui ça on monde capable de faire pour préparer?
Ça c'est une, très important. Très important, and it is something that you must do because you might not get sick one day. You know, je ne sais tout le temps, somebody, I never get sick. I never get sick. I'm going to faire mal, but you're going to die. Yeah, you going to die, and I think that you should make preparation for préparer, pour pas quitter the burden on your loved ones, your spouse, your children. Ou supposé faire préparation. Et puis préparation, son bail qui sont simple, oui. Et pas son bail ou ka planifier. You know, you can call a funeral home, or you can call me, or you know, to make preparation, and you do like a monthly payment, and then by the time you know what you would pay for, like we call it like a pre-need, you know, or pre-need before you die, you make arrangement, you sit down with a funeral home, and then you say, okay, this is what I need. This is the way that I want my service to be done. that person. I want that person to be the who celebrate my funeral. I want to wear that clothes. This is cool as I'm limited. C'est makeup, ça, c'est comme ça, I want my makeup. The earrings, the I'm limited. We can sit down with the funeral home, or you can sit down with me to make arrangement for your service before you die. The good thing about it, when you do that, you lock this thing, even though price increase, you know, même si après 20 ans mourir, even though there's a prix of monter, so we have toujours été pour, that's a good thing. Unless that you yourself, you want to upgrade it, you want to change it, you get a beautiful, a most beautiful casket, but you can make preparation before you die. I think it's a good thing. I'm sorry. It's a good thing.
Okay, so
Thank you.
while Dr. David is fixing his, okay, we're good, we're good. So, ou vle di m ke preparasyon, se menm jan jam tap di talè, to begin with, se menm jan le moun yo medically speaking, they need to have advanced care directives or advanced care planning pour santé yo le à l'hôpital, pour docteur yo capable connaître exactement qui ça pour yo faire si yo pas conscient ou bien son membre famille pas available and so on and so forth. It's the same thing as far as the grave site also, because a lot of people already choose cemeteries and they pay ahead of time for their graves, right? So c'est même bagay lan, c'est même idée, correct?
C'est the main idea. For example, I myself, you know, I think Pastor is a beautiful thing. Like me personally, I already selected my cemetery. I already I told my wife exactly what I want my service, the way I want my service to be done. Et moi, son bel bagay me connaît que les mourir, most likely this is where I'm gonna be. So I go there all the time. You know, I make payment. I'm almost finished paying it. But the beauty of it, I said, you know what, me côté ma payer le mourir. I think you know it's a beautiful thing because you're gonna die. No matter what you might not get sick. You're gonna die. People are afraid of dying, but even though you're afraid of dying, I think you're supposed to faire préparation côté que you yourself you are aware that you get it ready, and also you don't leave the burden behind that your children gonna suffer, your spouse gonna suffer, and then if you're gonna pay it on the long run, let's say that you're gonna pay it for 3, 4, 5 years, it's not much money. No, and therefore you don't have to go to the stress, because I see that all the time. When that person dies, we call it at need. We call it at need. When the person dies at need, the person just died, and then no preparation. It's still a lot of stress. The family going. Not only that you lose the loved one, but now it's the financial that you don't have the money. So if you spread it and you plan it, I think that it's a good thing. And a lot of times it's not a lot of money, $100, $50 a month, and you pay it monthly.
Ça a évité un pile stress pour famille le moun nan aller. So somebody's asking, what is the average price for an actual funeral?
Funeral service. Just like a traditional, like a regular service that with a viewing that it's about like $5,000. Just nice viewing that your family can see you, and that before for the last time, so we can celebrate your life, or the viewing, and then for we can get the body to embalm the body, because the body needs to be embalmed in order for the family to see the body. That's the law. You cannot expose the public to the body without embalming. So let's say that to the viewing, to see you for the last time, and also to take you from wherever that person dies, from a funeral home, from a hospital, nursing home, or at home, to transfer the body. We call it transfer. To transfer, we don't pick up bodies. We transfer body from one place to the funeral home to transfer your body from the nursing home, from the hospital, from l'hôpital là pour mener dans point funèbre là, et puis pour faire un viewing, et puis pour expose the body at the church. It's about like $5,000. $5,000 to keep the body for whatever, for 1 week or 2 weeks. It's about $5,000.
Now, that's another 5,000, Dr. Eugene. That's just like the basic. That would be like from 5,000. Is that correct?
Definitely, it can be. I mean, it depends on what the family wants to do. You know, for me, for the last time, say, you know what, I'm gonna do this for my dad. My dad was a good man. Okay, not point from far. Or nous prend anything. Nous prend un band to come and sing. That band can cost like 20,000. No, if you wanna whatever that you wanna rent a car. My dad used to like what is the latest model of cars, most expensive cars. You wanna rent to book cabin fare, with deposit machine number code second papa. We can do that. So you can rent from 5,000 to 1,000,000. Whatever that you need,
from 5,000 to $1,000,000. You mean a funeral service would cost $1,000,000? Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's up to the person.
That's up to the person.
Yes. So anywhere from 5,000 up to millions.
Yes.
All right. So I think that covers it. Yes. And yes. So yeah. What about the burial plot?
The burial plot.
To deal with that.
Well, the family sometimes they like I said, they probably make arrangement before they die. They probably have like a pre-arrangement with the cemetery. They bought it, they owned it, and this is something that the family have to search, pour chercher. Et puis this is the cemetery that I want to be buried. And then they will choisir the cimetière qu'on voulait bury, you know. It is what the person wanted or what the family wanted. And you choose whatever cemetery that you want to be buried.
Okay. So, Dr. Eugene, walk us through the process. Somebody's family member just died. What's the process? How do you go about finding a funeral home? What do you do first? Again, you talked about removal of the remains from the hospital, from the nursing home, from wherever. What is the first step? How does that work? Because nobody is ever prepared, even though you can be prepared, but you are, when the moment comes, you're really never prepared. Let's say the person did not have a funeral home, they did not have any pre-arrangements, you pas fait aucun arrangement, but you got assurance, okay? Moun nan got assurance, mais pas payer funérailles d'avance. Qui ça pour mon famille en fait at that point le moun nan mourir? Take us step by step.
When somebody dies, the first thing that you do, you call the funeral home. You can call my funeral home. And Abdul, the first thing you have to just it's hard for me to say it. It's hard because you know what, a lot of emotion. You are not ready. Your loved one, you know, maybe it's some car accident. Maybe you come home, you find mommy on the floor. I know it's a lot of emotion. I understand. But what I'm trying to tell you, you'll be okay. You know, because the business that we in, it's that's why I said you cry for help, and that's what we for. We are there to help you. The first phone call that you make, and when you call the funeral home or my funeral home, and I will tell you, mommy gonna be okay, daddy gonna be okay. I will take care of mommy, I will take care of your daddy. And from the first call that you make, and then it's on, the show is on until that I put that body into the grave. So when you call the funeral home, I will answer the phone, or somebody will answer the phone, and then everybody's different. You know, quand des gens crié ou quand des gens pas crié, But it would be okay, my mom died. And then I would say, you know what, I'm sorry for the loss. And in that moment, I will do all I can do for you to help you. So the first thing is the first call when you call me, and then from then, and I'm gonna tell you where exactly that mommy died, at home or hospital, and uh, and I will say, you know what, give me the address, and then I will come and get the body. When I come get the body, and then I will go to the inside of the home, and then to see the location. I will say, my salary, and then I'll do my condolences again, and then for me to see how I can get the body. So I will take the body, bring it to the funeral home, and then usually the family gonna meet the next day to make arrangement. We will sit down to tell me exactly what type of person your dad or your mom was, and then probably have a pen and pencil, and then just to take notes. I will listen to you, and then for you to let me know exactly what you're gonna tell me exactly what you want me to do for your mom. What type of person? Did he like football? Did he like church? So you can tell me exactly, and then I would put it on paper, and so therefore we can customize, capable customize, put capable celebrate the life of your loved one. And then from that, and then just we have a relationship. You can call me anytime at night, 24 hours. So therefore, you know what, anything that you remember while the process, but I will reassure you that everything gonna be okay, and your loved one, I'm taking care of your loved one. So you don't need to. It's hard, but I will reassure that everything gonna be okay.
So from the first call, the person makes the initial contact with you. At that time, you reassure them that mommy is going to be okay, daddy, or whoever the member, the deceased person is, they're going to be okay. We're going to take care of them. And then you pick up, you ask for information so you can pick up the actual remains, the actual body, and then you take it for embalming, and then only afterwards that the family can actually see the deceased. Is that somewhat correct?
Yes, when I transfer the body from the nursing home or from the hospital or from home, so the body is kept in a mortuary or morgue, or at the funeral home. So usually the best time, I will give the family, whoever in charge, the form for me to embalm the body. Usually we embalm the body right away, probably the next day, on 24 hours. The more Sultan police done 48 hours, this little, you can do it, but it's preferably for you to embalm the body in 24 hours. So therefore, the body can be well embalmed. Because that's what we try to preserve the body, so that body can be viewed for the last time. Okay, so when I pick up the body, let's say I pick up the body tonight, I might not have the time to embalm the body tonight, but for sure we're gonna do it tomorrow morning or tomorrow during the day to embalm the body to get it ready for
Mhm.
service whenever. After the body is embalmed, we keep it under wherever we keep in the fridge, and then we're waiting for the time to. That's why the arrangement is important for the family to say, you know what, we're gonna do it such and such date. I'm gonna talk to the pastor. I'm waiting for family member, but that body is already embalmed and ready to be put in a casket whenever that the family decide to do the service.
Très important. Ou te prononçons un mot, le moun nan fek entrer en contact avec ou. I believe you did mention trust. How important is a fiduciary relationship between the funeral home, maison funèbre avec client, avec the surviving members of the family, of the person who's deceased? Parce que mkwe relation fiduciary relationship is very important. A trust relationship that
Well,
you are going to take care of my loved one. How important is that?
It's very important because there's a lot of exchange that gonna take place because you know what, a lot of time I'm gonna make decision for the family dealing with third party, you know, to deal with like let me give you an example to deal with a casket company, to deal with a flower company, to deal with company that I have to buy anything in order to capable faire jouer ça, les arriver pour capable do the service. So a lot of time I make decision for the family. So I make sure que you know what decision is a decision qui bon pour famille, you know. But you know what? Two decisions are toujours there's money involved. You know, it's not about money all the time. It's about taking care of the family, taking care of that family that go into that situation. A lot of time, because of the nervousness, because of the emotion, the family cannot think right. Il va penser bien to make the right decision. You or I, as a funeral director, have to make the decision for the family. So it's not about the money, but for family, faire confiance, dans le sens que, you know what, pas charger ou bien que compagnie ça pas charger, or I don't take advantage of the family while they're going through this difficult time.
Right, l'important so dit, hein, that they do trust you with the last, and I think that's really, really, um, le moun nan konfiye ou their loved one for that last event of their lives. I mean, that's big. Si moun nan fò ase konfians pou remet ou, this is, you know, a loved one. Et puis moun nan fò konfians si remet ou pou fè event sa, pou make sure that event takes place in a beautiful way, in a beautiful manner. I think that speaks volume, and funeral homes should really respond well to that and thank the family in return. Et puis by your tout trust, by your tout confidentiality, that's another word. Confidentiality, confidentiel. OK, des informations qui très confidentielles, assurez yo que information pas pral filtrer, que information pas pral ou comprendre couler. I think that's quite important. Wouldn't you say that?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Pastor Sarah touched a very important point. Dealing with bodies, for make sure que you know what, confident là, ou bien moun qui a taken charge of the service, your loved ones, c'est moun qui capable de tout bagay confidentiel. You know, pas les photos petit tout, even especially now with this social media. You know, so nous pouvons photo du moins que pour qui cause la mort petit tout. So all these things that should be kept, you know. So you should choose a funeral home that qui can make to buy confidence.
So in reality, yes, what types of services does At the Cross Funeral Home Dr. David Eugene offers? What types of services? Could you list just a few, not an exhaustive list, of course, but just a few? And if they do want to, they can call the funeral home afterwards, so you can give them more.
Well, at the Cross Funeral Home, we provide at need, quinine. Like I said, quinine. You can buy the service before that person dies, and again, you can choose exactly the way that you want your service to be done when you die. And like I said, I think it's a beautiful thing that knowing that you're gonna die, you already know. Like you have a preview that you know what comment a service to capable pallier, qui ral wap mette, qui col wap mette, what casket, you know, to take care que wap mette là dans les bigonias là. I think that will help you a little bit. That's pretty neat. Or at need, meaning like you know what, you die. No fair at need. You can come to the funeral home, and then your family member can make arrangement. So nous pour encore ailleurs, nous embaumer, nous fait direct cremation. That means like direct
So you do have cremation services as well
I
as
do have
burial?
cremation. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, beside burial, we do cremation also. If you
Okay.
decide not to be buried, you can cremate the body.
Mhm.
If you want your body to be sent to another country, to Haiti, or
Okay,
another
that's what I was
pays,
going to ask you because you mentioned pickup. Do you pick up only locally or do you pick up from out of state or do you also send? Do you have those type of services where you can pick up from different states and ship to another state
uh, uh,
or
we pick
overseas?
up. Yes, we pick up our from locally. We pick up out of state.
Okay.
We send to other countries, not only Haiti, to other countries. We do all that.
Okay,
Um,
so Dr. David, pour nous recap, Dr. David at the Cross Funeral Home, li fait service de crémation, li fait service d'enterrement, l'enterrer quoi, ou bien li brûler quoi, cremate the body, li prend corps localement, ok, ça veut dire en Floride, West Palm, quel que soit côté, hein, en Floride. Et puis tout le capable prendre quoi non l'autre état si on moun mouri Boston, il doit prendre Boston le mener Floride ou bien le voyer l'Haïti. C'est ça. OK.
yes.
OK. Qu'en est-il de transportation, service de transportation, le cérémonie a fait in terms of however the person wants to be carried. I've seen people who have carriages and horses and limousine and vans and all of that good stuff. Do you provide all of that? All of that is
All of
taken
that.
care of.
Yes. Like I said, it's the way that the family wants to celebrate the life of the loved one. Anything that you want, we can get it. We it's just like it's just like a wedding.
Wedding, yes,
Yes, you plan it as long as you have enough time.
right,
Because that's the reason, that's what I want, and then just know we will try to get it for you. Anything you want, we will try to get it for you. So therefore, we can celebrate the life of the that person.
right. And it's important that you're saying celebrating life, and that tags along with the same thing I was saying when the surviving family members entrust their loved one to you to give them a beautiful service. So it is worth celebrating the moments, the memories that they had together in that last event. So I like the motto. Your motto says celebrating life like no
Yes,
other. Yes, yes. So you
yes,
celebrate the life of the person, and not just the death, the passing, but all the good
yes.
times, the memories, the joy, the tears that you shared. So there's a question again from Daft, the realtor. Is it less expensive if a person makes arrangements prior, or is it the same price if it is sudden decision? So, est-ce que pre-need price là, pour me put it in formal or professional terms, est-ce que pre-need price là the same as the at need price? Please elaborate on
Uh,
it.
Not really. It depends. It depends on exactly what the person wants. Let's say that I want to do a pre-need for myself, and I want to be buried in. Let me give you an example. I want to be buried in a $7,000 casket, so I can make that decision before I die. That's what I want. I want to give that gift to myself or my wife. The spouse can say, you know what, my husband is a good man. This is what I want to see my husband in. Like a wife can choose my organic casket $7,000-8,000. At the same time, you can do a pre-need and then you choose a casket for $2,000. So the printing, what it does, it gives you like you make arrangement and then you know exactly what you want, and you lock ou lock quoi. Even though there's we have monté, so therefore c'est pour ça qu'on voulait, c'est pour ça qu'on voulait. You can change it, you can upgrade. but même si vous avez monté, c'est qu'il veut monter ou bien the funeral home to embalm the body, to transfer the body from one location to another location, the price increases. But you know what, you lack that price, so therefore you know what you become. But it doesn't mean because you choose a premium, the price is gonna be low. It depends on what you need, what you want, or your family wants. You wanna so on machine to neuf pour cabin service for $1 million. We can put that in premium. That's what you want. Um, it depends on what you need, what you want. We can fail for different reasons. We can fail because you know what, pour lock pour you. Et quand on can fail because what you want to spend the money. Let me give you an example. Let's say that person has a life insurance for $1 million. The person have a life insurance for $1 million. Say, you know what, I want to leave the $800,000 for my family, for my children, to pay for their college, to pay for them. But you know, that person can say, you know what, 200,000 from that money goes toward my service. So that person can take a pre-need for 200,000. Now you see how much money that involved to spend on that funeral service, that 200,000. So you can get
Yes.
nice tie, nice
Yes.
shirt.
Yes. Right. Put some money in that casket. Right. Okay. Yes, I understand. So it doesn't necessarily means because you get a pre-need, it's gonna be less expensive than if you do it when it happens, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So again, let's go over your phone number and address. I wanted to put up the a picture of your funeral home there. This is the lobby. This is the lobby of At the Cross Funeral Home. It's just one of the that's just the front desk. Like I said, I've dealt with Dr. David um, in dentistry, where I go to his office in Fort Lauderdale to do dental, routine hygienic dental thing, and it's clean. Same thing for the funeral home. He treats his clients, li traite clients customarily avec excellent care, avec respect and dignity. So it would be the same thing for the funeral home, because it's important that pendant moun nan ap pleure la mort, la perte d'un être cher, et puis pour moun pa ba l'attitude, li important pour moun nan capable get in touch with the funeral home whatever time it is, pour capable provide the answers for the people at the time of need. So Dr. Eugene, kudos to you. So again, At the Cross Funeral Home, Dr. David Eugene is located on 16811 Northeast 6th Avenue in North Miami Beach, 33162. And the phone number is 305-690-7442. Sou pa bezwen servis funèbre, sou pa bezwen ken servis ou moun mouri ou bien zanmi ou bien fami, sou pa bezwen sa. Si se servis dentaire ou bezwen, ou apre ale nan 2447 North State Road 7 in Lauderhill, ou bien apre le 954-733-9971, 954-733-9971, et puis après recevoir service dentaire qui absolument, so you can keep that smile of yours. Yes. So this, yes, absolutely. So and et puis tout sou ta genyen on moun on famille ou bien on zami quelconque de près ou de loin, ou capable aussi by référence pour Dr. David Eugene in North Miami. He gives great service. I can vouch for that. Dr. David, any last word that you want to say to the community? Est-ce qu'on a un dernier mot que tu as dit à la communauté haïtienne dans North Miami or in South Florida in general?
Again, Pastor Sa, thank you for the exposure, and merci d'être que nous sommes capables bonne chance de parler avec la communauté maintenant. Et it's all about service. It's all about service. C'est ça que nous là pour aider la communauté. just dans moment difficile que ou gen your loved one qui mouri, nous là pour carrer nous anytime, et puis au capable de faire nous confiance que nous prenons soin loved one. So I'm there for you, you know. When you cry for help, you know, I'm there for just a phone call, just call the number, and then anytime, and then I'm there for you. And c'est pour communauté, je suis dans la communauté depuis 1999, non? Et puis, je suis là toujours pour capable de service, pour capable d'aider, et puis, je crois que la communauté a besoin de ça. Et merci encore, merci d'être dépendant pour capter. Et thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. Being in the community depuis 1999 is you have great tenure. You have good tenure within the community. So m'kwa sa continuer et nous prier pour toujours continuer gain succès in your community and beyond. And I should also mention that Dr. Eugene has another funeral home and a cemetery in Saint Louis du Nord, Haiti. Yeah. I brought that big smile. I brought that big smile on his face, and he takes great pride. People, he takes great pride in that cemetery and that funeral home that he's building in Saint Louis du Nord, who's about to be done pretty soon, maybe end of 2021 or beginning of 2022. So he is somebody who's moving. He is somebody who's aiming for success, that's aiming for the moon. So congratulations to you, Dr. David. So yes, Dav the realtor says it was such a blessing to have you, Dr. Eugene, tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you for your services. God bless you, and thank you again, Pastor Bertrand. It's great that we had you with us, Dav. She's Dav the realtor. She's been on this platform. It's great to see you. All the best to you. Dr. Eugene, thank you so much for coming on and for providing us avec toute information ça qui est réellement important, surtout dans le temps que nous vivons là, pour nous capables de préparer nous. Yes, préparer pour la mort parce qu'il est réservé à tout homme de mourir une fois. Okay,
yes.
Tout le monde doit mourir une fois. So yes, it's important that we do prepare. Même j'ai noté qu'on a préparé in terms of insurance, life insurance, health insurance, all of this good stuff. Dr. David, thank you so much again.
Thank you very
yes,
much.
Yes, absolutely. Dr. Robert says great show. So yeah, Haitian greatness. That's right. That's right. So, moi marqué nous pas like. Please like the broadcast right now. Daphne says she enjoyed. So please like the broadcast. Go ahead, people, like the broadcast. Pendant que depuis nous besoin service de dentistry nous praler. What's the appropriate time or venue one can start a conversation as such with family members? Okay. That's a good question. That's a great question. Right before we finish, would you answer that question for us, please, Dr. Eugene? What is the appropriate time that you can actually start that conversation with a family member? Is there such a thing, ou bien un moment préférable, un temps préférable pour aborder sujet ça?
Sujet
préparation pour la mort. Let's say somebody has an elderly aunt, an elderly uncle that they're taking care of. Qui moment approprié ou bien qui comprendre qui leur qui plus favorable là, qui circonstance qui plus favorable pour prendre conversation ça avec moun ça pour dire well, you know, I was thinking maybe we should make preparation pour moun n'a pas dire bon besoin mourir, c'est mourir ou besoin mourir. So est-ce que gon temps favorable qui préférable pour prendre conversation ça?
Ça dépend. Ça dépend. Et moi-même, personnellement, je fais ça avec ma maman. I'm giving you a personal. Ma mom, c'est the shit that my mom, the moment que my mom, she's happy. Yeah, she's happy. My mom content, et puis we had a good relationship. So that moment, if I were to go for 7 que she's gonna die, but she saw it as I'm trying to make sure that when she dies, she's going to be taken care of. So m'te choisi moi-même, m'te choisi personnellement, I'm content, happy, and then we sat down. And then I said, Mom, if you die, how you want me to do your service? And then, my mom tell me, qui casquette, qui make-up, qui zano, fait cheveux, pas quitter ses cheveux blancs dans cheveux, pas mettre too much makeup, wear purple clothes, don't leave me too long in the funeral home. Il y a des gens qui disent, m'bada konam na Iceland pour more than a week. My mom pas de me can be pour une semaine. So I chose the time for confiance, So my mom, she trusted me, and if I'm confused, but I chose the time when she was happy. And I said, Mom, what you want me to do for you? And then just I mette les bagages sur papier, and exactly, m'exécuter ça elle dit me faire. So it's a question of choice, and then you have to know the person. Some family member is a culture thing too. You have to, but you have to choose the right time, or you can do it. You can make the arrangement for that person. That person doesn't even know. You go to a funeral home, and then you are the next of kin. You don't that can make decision for that person when he or she dies. So you can buy it. The person doesn't even know. It's not like a life insurance he has to sign. You can buy the pre-need for your family member that person he or she doesn't even know. So you
Right.
can make one decision for you.
Right. I like that approach. I like what you say when you say, "What would you like me to do for you?" So it's like you catering to her. So in
Definitely.
other words, you care enough to know what she wants to have when
Exactly.
she passes. I like that
Yes.
approach. It's soft enough, and at the same time, it's taking care of business, right?
Yes.
Does that
Yes.
answer your question,
Yes.
Robert?
Perfectly. Yes. Yes.
Yes, Robert. Okay, great. I
Robert.
like that
Thank
approach.
you, Robert. That was a
Wonderful.
good question, Robert. That was a very
Yes.
good question. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes. Very good, very good. All right. So le mami an, s'il pa sou san, pa aborde la vek suje sa, tan le, she's easy. And then how would you like me to handle your service if you were to pass? This is how I would like. You can also ask them how they like, and you can also tell them how you would like to, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
right. Robert says perfect. And I think that's it for the night. Again, Dr. Eugene, great job. Continued success in our community and beyond, with your dental office as well as your funeral home. All right, as well as the one in Haiti. All right.
Yes.
Great success to you. God bless you, and thank you for coming on the platform for Broken But Not
Thank you
Wasted
too.
Ministry.
Thank
And
you
I'll
too,
see you
Pastor
another
Fry.
time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm proud of you too. Thank you. You're doing a good job in the community. Thank you. De merci
Thank
parce
you.
que on va faire un bon travail dans la communauté. Et puis,
Yes.
moi, man, the way that you do things, you're very good. I thank you that you have opportunity to capable la communauté. God bless
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. All
Thank you,
right.
man.
That takes care of it. Good night, Dr. Eugene. And tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock, we are on for our prayer and meditation. Comme nous connaissons, moi ça thème nan a tourné autour de l'autel depuis mois de mai. Nous avons commencé avec les songes, l'importance des songes, et maintenant nous sous thème autel là, and it's been very interesting to see what the Spirit of the Lord is saying to us about altars. Okay, so be blessed tonight, and I will see you. Thank you to all of you who watched. Please share the live. Please like it right now. At this moment, I am going to go on YouTube. Yes, I'm going to go on YouTube. I am going to go on YouTube and see what's going on, if you guys like the broadcast or not. Parce moi nou pa like, non, nou rechita nap tande epi nou pa like. Okay, come on people. Let's go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You like. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you. May the Lord give you his grace. May the Lord turn his face towards you. May he give you his peace. In Jesus' name. God bless you guys. Good night. I'll see you in the morning. Bye. Good night.